is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Restate is David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Ohio State Buckeyes kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. And a lot of pressure on these two quarterbacks. They know the guy on the other side can put points on the board. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Well, I think the biggest thing that makes this game fun to watch is you've got two programs going head-to-head known for developing elite quarterbacks, and you've got two examples of that in this one. This is one of those games, David, you're not going to want to blink because these guys, I think, are going to be lighting it up. They're going to be taking shots, being aggressive, and it easily could come down to which of these two has the ball last.
And here's the thing. I get it, and who has the ball last, but I'm more interested to see who handles the nerves first because this is big time. We're talking about who the better guy is, pumping up both QBs. Who can handle that in the beginning of the game, get settled in, start off on the right foot, and don't make those mistakes.
On target over the middle. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Play action, C.J. Carr. Right on target this time. And tackled there by the defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys in the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The run inside. It's Williams. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Finds his big tight end, and he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of the first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Ohio State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach, when you got guys like that. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, the speed, the change of direction. So obviously they get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Again, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the counter. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on it. Carr from the gun on third down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Gets the back moving. From the gun on third down, Sayin. Working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity. A lot of fans watching. A lot of people excited to see just how good you really are.
Punt is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Play fake. Carr. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Carr. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Completes it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Play action, Carr unleashes one. Complete in the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. And they got him.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Say it. Complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon And he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Sayin to throw. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Throwing. Carr. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down. Now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Williams. Maybe a crease. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Carr. They'll run the screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sayin on the play action. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It's 3rd and 5. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Tackled there by the defense. And now on second down for this offense.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Here comes the offense on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. Puts it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Play fake, Sayin. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. It's 3rd and 5. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Lets it fly. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick release by the QB. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Throwing, Carr. Gets it out quickly. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. C.J. Carr firing again. Makes the grab. It's Mobley. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. They knock him down right there. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Carr above the noise. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. In the red area, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sayin. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, say it. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Tulane taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the home squad looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back over to your game in Columbus. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Carr on play action. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Under fire. Looking for room at the 40. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Carr. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got his man on the right. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going for it all. He was all over him in the end zone, and the flags are flying. This will be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Say it. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. This is a big play in this season opener coming up right now. It's 3rd and goal. Sayin back to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That one will give them the lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running inside, it's Mobley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll give it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Offense lining up quickly.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's got it on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be third and long. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Shoots it to the left. Got the quick pass. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Trying to move them on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Sayin to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. There's a crease. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious, he's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Unloads quickly. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. The run inside. It's Mobley. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The give is to Williams. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun on third down, Sayet gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. Smashes through, just dismissing tackles. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Sayed. Quickly complete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Jackson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Play action, C.J. Carr. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down, Carr finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. Caught, and he smashes his way through again. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down, saying. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in with one hand. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. Finds his tight end. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be second and 9. Behind the chains now on second and long. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Carr from the gun on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. We've reached this 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now facing a third and long. Keeps it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Finds his target down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense playing a bail technique. Carr. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field is Carr. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete. It'll be third and long. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. Got a man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On target. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Notre Dame right back to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. He got it back corner of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.